Good morning, dear students. Myself, Vinod B., instructor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, BGMIT, Mudod. Today we shall see congestion control algorithm for computer networks, how it works, and what are the different algorithms, how the algorithm can be executed on a compiler with its output. First, directly going to the program. Today we will see what do you mean by congestion and the effects of congestion. Congestion is basically called as the traffic which is created in the network due to overflow or overflooding of the packets, or it can be defined as the state occurring in the network layer when the message traffic is too heavy that it slows down network response time, right? It is a traffic created due to the overflow or heavy flow of packets in the network layer, which basically decreases the response time of the network. And effects of congestion: the delay increases, the performance decreases, right? The delay where the packet travels from source to destination is increased due to the traffic, and if delay increases, retransmission occurs. What happens during the flow of these packets? There is a chance of uh, getting collided these packets, or the packets may get loose or get lost, right? So retransmission may occur and making the situations worse. That is, retransmission of same packets will create an worst scenario in the network. And these congestion can be controlled using some of the famous algorithms such as leaky bucket algorithm, token bucket algorithm. For your syllabus, it is leaky bucket algorithm, right? Leaky bucket is basically algorithm which has been compared with an bucket with an hole, right? In this figure you can see that the flow of water to the bucket is not under control. It is not under control. With respect to time, this flow may change. It may be speed with some time, it may be slow sometime. It will keep on changing, so the input to the bucket is not constant in the rate. Input to the bucket is not constant. You may say, you may call it as unregulated flow. Unregulated flow. Unregulated flow. But you can see there is a hole at the bottom of the bucket where the droplets are coming with a constant rate, where the output is flowing with a constant rate. This is what they have basically taken example for congestion control for computer networks, right? So you can see in this figure, here you can see that there is a host computer which is transmitting the packets unregulated, where there is no control over this flow of packets, right? So there may be a 10 packets per second, or there may be a 20 packets flowing per second. So there is no control over input, right? So what they do, they interface an bucket, leaky bucket. Interface means they will write a program, and these packets are inverted to this bucket, right? So this is just like an buffer. This bucket is acting like a buffer, right? Whatever may be the speed of these packets flowing into the bucket, right, the whole of the bucket will make the packets to flow regulatedly. That is, the output flow of this interface is regulated. Here you can see that the input is unregulated to the bucket. From the bucket, the output is regulated, right? The bucket holds the packets and makes the flow regulated. It is under control. That is, the speed is fixed here, right? That you may call it as constant bit rate. The the flow of packets is constant, right? Then it is given to the network, right? So directly, initially, before congestion, the host computer used to give the packets directly to the network. Here you can see that unregulated packet flows, and this introduces traffic. Due to traffic, there is an increase in the delay, which directly makes the performance worsen and worse and worst. right? So this is leaky bucket algorithm. In simple words, the leaky algorithm is defined as a bucket with a small hole in the bottom. No matter at what rate water enters the bucket, the output flow is a constant rate. When the bucket is full, the water additional enters spilling over the sides. When the bucket becomes full, the water falls outside the bucket, right? Similarly, this has been compared with the network, computer network. When host wants to send packet is thrown into the bucket. The bucket leaks at a constant rate, meaning the network interface transmits packet at a constant rate from unregulated to regulated. Bursty traffic is converted into a uniform traffic because the packets which are coming outside this interface are coming at a constant rate, so we can control the traffic. In practice, the bucket is infinite queue that outputs at a finite rate. Input is infinite, we don't know the flow, but output is at the finite rate, right? So this is basics of your leaky bucket algorithm. Then moving to the program, right? So you can see the program written for leaky bucket algorithm, which is a very simple program where there are some of the uh, uh, declaration has been done, right? That is size, then o rate, that is overflow rate, then packet size. We have taken packet size as fixed, that is 20 packets. Then some printf statements which are going to print what is the size of bucket. We have to give the size of bucket. After that, the bucket will get overflow, right? And then the packets will be spilled. Enter the output rate of the bucket, that is hole which you have put to the bucket, right? Then the droplets will be coming, right? So the packets flowing per second, that is output rate has to be given. Enter the number of packets. Maximum packets we have taken up to 20, right? Then we have to enter the each size of packet. Then we have to enter the size of packet, that is how much kbps it is, right? A packet, how much information it holds. Then using a simple if else statement, we keep on comparing the packets with the bucket rate and output rate and the packet size. Then we get the output, right? This is the output, executed output. Enter the size of bucket. We have given the size of bucket is 5. Then the output rate of the bucket, that is 3. That is, the output rate is nothing but 3 packets will be coming from the bucket, right? It will be flowing with an constant rate 3, right? Enter the number of packets, that we have taken it as 5. In our program it is maximum is 20. Now I will give the size of packets, right? The first packet size is 2, right? Then second packet size is 6, third packet size is 4, fourth packet size is 3. Then enter the size of fifth packet size is 1, right? That is maximum packets I have taken is 5, right? So 2 bytes of packet 1 is sent, right? So one back for packet 1, right? 2 bytes is sent, but second one is not sent due to the size of the bucket size is 5, whereas the packet size is 6. So this packet, this makes the overflow of the bucket, that is, so this packet is discarded because it is not working according to the algorithm, right? So packets 6 is now divided into 3 bytes of 3 cent, 1 byte of packet 3 cent, right? So this is divided into this, right? So packet 3 completely sent, that is 3 bytes of packet 4 cent. Packet 4 is also completely sent, then packet 5 is also completely sent, right? So this is the output of the program, where you can see how the packet size as well as bucket size are taken and how the flow is made at a constant rate, right? So now we shall execute this program online and we shall check the output, right? I will copy this, then I will open an online C compiler. You can see here, just you can type online C compiler, you will get a lot of sites. I will take anyone you can take, just to paste the program here, right? Then you run it. Here you can see the output, right? So enter the size of bucket. I will give the size of bucket is 6, sorry. Enter the size of bucket, I will give it as a 5, right? Then enter the output rate, right? So output enter the bucket size. We will take the bucket size as 5. Then the output rate we shall take it as 2 packets will be transmitted with an constant rate. Then enter the number of packet size. In our program it is 20. Then we will take packet size around 4. Then we shall give the size of the individual packets, size of the individual packet. First we shall take packet size 1, right? It is 4. We shall take it as packet 2 is 5. Then packet 3 as 6. Packet 4 as 7. Now you can see that uh, the packet first is successfully sent because the size of the packet is less than bucket, where but the rate you can see that it is 2 packets will be transmitted. So 2 bytes of packet is sent once, then 2 bytes of packet is sent once. So packet 1 is successfully transmitted. Similarly, we can see packet 2, right, where it is transmitted as 2 to 1, that is 5 bytes. It is split into 2 to 1 due to the output rate of the bucket, right? But here you can see that packet 2 and packet 3 are packet 3 and packet 4 are discarded due to the size of the packet. It is 6 and 7, that is it is the size of the packet is greater than bucket, so they are discarded, right? Or they will get overflow of the bucket, they will spill out of the bucket, so these packets will be discarded. Always remember that the packet size should not exceed bucket size, because bucket is holding 5 packets but the input to the bucket is 6 packet, so it is overflowing, or the packets will get overflow, right? So this is end of congestion control algorithm using an leaky bucket concept. Thank you one and all.